exercise really brings awareness to that internal strength into postural alignment, and I think it's an exercise that looks really easy. It looks like you're not doing a whole lot, but when you get into it and you try it, it is a fairly intense exercise, and in fact, when you do it with good form, usually you just need a few repetitions, and it makes a big difference. Okay, so I'm going to turn sideways, it'll be easier to see what I'm doing. And my legs are going to go a bit wider than the width of my exercise mat. So if you're on a mat, that's a good guide. If you're not on a mat, you're just doing it on a floor space, let the feet be out wider than your hips and shoulders. Okay, with this exercise, if you have tightness in the hamstrings, it is much more important to be tall through the spine than to have the legs straight. So if you need to bend the knees, or if you need to put a pillow or a blanket or a foam roller or something underneath to support them, then go ahead and do that, because we want the legs through the spine. In fact, I want you to imagine that you are rooting down through your sit bones, through that bony prominence on each cheek. And then you're going to lift up and out through the crown of the head. And imagine that you're stacking up against a wall behind you, a brick wall, something without give. So you're stacking up nice and tall. Whether or not the legs are bent or straight, we don't really care. If your legs are straight, and you can try this if they're bent, we're going to edge the feet. So you're going to pull the toes and the feet back towards you so that they're active. So I'm dorsiflexing everything, and then I'm going to try to soften just at the toe joints. That can take a little coordination and be a little tricky, but in the end, it should be like my foot is flat, like I'm standing against a wall in front of me. Okay, so instead of the toes pulling way, way back, they're going to soften and everything's going to line up. Okay, so sit bones are down. Tummy, of course, is pulling in towards the back, lifting up out through the crown of the head. I have my legs long, but yours can be bent, and then the feet are edged. All right, now we take the arms out in front, kind of like you're sleepwalking or like a mummy position. Shoulders pull down long from the ears. As you breathe in, you'll draw the chin to chest. As you breathe out, you're going to pretend as if somebody were behind you. So you're going to go back through that wall. Somebody's bear hugging you from behind. You're going to round out, sink down, draw the shoulder blades down the back. And then with a full breath, you're going to slowly stack up. And as you stack up through the back, you are trying to create more and more space between each vertebra, between your backbones, with each repetition of this exercise so that you grow taller each time you do this. You're going to inhale chin to chest and exhale, hollow and cave out the belly and begin to round back, staying nice and tucked and scooped. And then you're going to start to stack up out of it, getting tall against that wall, getting very teeny tiny through the waist and very tall and long out through the crown of the head. Okay, we're just going to do one more. 3 to 5 of these is great. You're going to inhale chin to chest, exhale, round it back. Full breath up. Take your time with it. Stack the spine, hold the belly. This should be work. Head is lifting like it's going to touch the sky. I like to hold that for an extra breath. Lower the arms down and maintain that postural alignment through the trunk and through the legs, and then relax. So sometimes I see this being taught in a different manner. It's called spine stretch forward, and some people really take this exercise far forward. They inhale chin to chest, and they exhale and come over, like they're coming over a beach ball, and come forward and get a hamstring stretch. I prefer not to perform it or teach it that way. Even though it's spine stretch forward, it's supposed to be a spine stretch. And I don't get a stretch to my back when I do that, I just get my legs. So when I take it back here, I feel that I'm getting more of the neural tissue through the back side of the body, of the trunk, and back through the neck, and then lift up tall from there. And I get a better sense of postural alignment with that, which I love. And I love that sensation of getting really narrow through the center of the body, letting everything draw in really tightly into the middle of the body, while you're also lifting up and out like you're being stretched like taffy. If you do this in the morning, you'll hopefully notice an improvement in your posture all day long. Just a few repetitions of good form really makes a difference. It makes a lasting impression. So if you have any questions on this exercise, please feel free to email me at amandascorner@chowder.net and have fun playing the spine stretch forward. See if you can get a little taller, a little longer, and a little leaner with it. It's fabulous. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.